everyone, welcome back to the channel again. I am Rob and this is Rob's Walks, and today we are embarking on our next big challenge. So today we're doing day one of the Tabular Hills Walk, which runs along the north side of the Vale of Pickering in North Yorkshire, from Helmsley, which is just over there, all the way over to Scarborough on the coast. I've picked a lovely sunny day to get started. Get started we shall. The Tabular Hills Walk is a 48-mile regional route that links the Cleveland Way between Scarborough and Helmsley. The Tabular Hills mark the southern boundary of the North Yorkshire Moors National Park, and their name comes from the distinctive tabletop shape. These hills rise up gently from the south and end abruptly in a series of steep north-facing headlands. So let me tell you, those steep north-facing headlands are gonna look pretty cool when we reach them. I don't know if it's tabular, something. I know tabula rasa, isn't that empty slate? I think the tabula of it then must be slate, because yeah, it seems like they're saying that this is kind of a raised slate that sort of pivots yonder. I don't know. Maybe I will find that out later on. So as you can probably guess by the fact that this route is called the Tabular Hills Walk, there are quite a few hills to get up and down. So what we're doing right now, you maybe can't tell, is we're walking up this valley from Helmsley to a place called Carlton, not the Carlton, but a quaint little village called Carlton, just north of Helmsley. It's about 3 miles-ish. And then from there, we're going along. And we don't actually pass through a lot of villages for the first 10-15 miles. But then, once we've done that bit, we come across some of the best places in all of North Yorkshire. We're talking Huntley Hall, we're talking Cropton, we're talking Newton upon Roadcliffe. Some beautiful places and many a nice pub. So perchance we'll stop in one. Perchance of course. That's the sign we'll be following along this lovely journey. So if you decide you're going to do it yourself, keep an eye out for that little one. Now, that's the first of many hills done for today. The first and the easiest. Oh, some of these hills are pretty steep, I won't lie. Hey, that's about that for an old and broken stretch of the infinite void. Tell you what, the final frontier's looking pretty beautiful today, isn't it? Oh, I love a blue sky. Warms your cockles, doesn't it? So you can probably just see the village of Carlton. It's just there. Don't even know if you can call it a village. It's a little hamlet, let's call it that instead. Carlton's there, but we're not going there. We're heading down yonder and that away. There are a couple of sections of road walking on this, not lots, and most of them are in this first section, but they're all these kind of nice sleepy little treks. So I mean, I'm doing this on a warm Saturday and there's hardly any traffic at the moment, so I don't think it's anything you need to really worry about. It's all fairly accessible. If there's any bits that aren't, I'll try and record them as well, because I think walking should be for everyone. And I'd hate for you to come on this journey and then get stuck at a point. But you'll see all the hardships anyway, because I'll complain about them. And just like that, we are heading back down again. And then one of the steeper climbs is coming up next. Which I ain't looking forward to, but nobody made me come. And I knew what I was signed up for. Annoyingly, we just have to get over these. Okay, so it's not the most accessible route in the world. This is fairly recent. It's not that long ago that I came down here with a friend, and we definitely didn't have to do any of this. God. This is where, oh Jesus. You see how good my leg strength is? Yeah. Good Lord, this goes on for a while. I feel like this has happened because I said, well, it's quite an accessible route, this. All these trees just went, no it's not. Hang on, I think this is a 360 camera moment. Can't even tell where the frigging path is now. Kinda that way. Let's try that again in a way that's not as dangerous. If I can get up. Oh, hell. I've had easier starts to a walk. Any fans of GeoWizard will know how dangerous it is crossing fallen trees. So I'd like to stress I wouldn't have done any of that if all of that had been really wet. And probably doing that anyway was stupid, but I've done it. Whoa. Well, that wasn't the easiest. Okay, so Tabular Hills is not very accessible at the moment, but now, finally, we are heading down. Oh good, more fallen trees, right on the route. Oh, bloody hell. It's not the easiest route. I don't even know how to cross this bit. It's camber under some bits. Under some bits, over other bits. You see a route in there? This is a sarcastic response to me saying that this route was accessible. Well, God, that's done. That way now. Oh. Ironically, I was looking forward to that part. Get all the bits out of my shoes. My blood sugar's going low as well. Just what you want before a big hike up a hill. Right then. Get going. Well, I'm cream crackered from just coming up that bit of the hill, but I thought I'd just say before I continue on, always check for that sign, because that gate over there has completely different signs, and that's the obvious looking one when you come in up that hill. You don't necessarily think to come this way, so just double check, make sure you're looking for your purple and green Tabular Hills sign, because lucky you, you've got a big hill to climb. Oh man, that is not an easy hill. I think, from memory, that's the one I've struggled with the most in the past. There are some other hills that are tough, but that's one in my memory that really sticks out as the baddie. Smile, you're on camera. I think those fallen trees might have scuppered my 25-mile plan, but that's okay, because if I can't get to where I was planning to get to, there's plenty of places to stop before then, and then next time we'll just have to push it a little bit harder. It'll definitely be a plus 20 day, maybe 22, as long as we don't have any more bloody fallen trees. Basically, anytime I mention a fallen tree, one appears. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I could really do with just finding £1 million now. Wouldn't it be nice if £1 million was just on the route? Hey up, you two have got quite the view, haven't you? Hanging out with my mates, John and Paul. Yeah, they've got one hell of a view, them two, haven't they? You couldn't get tired looking at a view like that, could you? And if you could, you're wrong. You couldn't get tired of it. So we've done a few fields there, a couple of hills, and now we've got a bit of a hike down, back down, not all the way down, probably like a third of the way down there, and then we're cutting across into another valley. I daren't say anything about the state of the trees in there, because fate is actively trying to make a mockery of me today with that. But then we get out of there and we're headed towards a place with a name that is stall. Quick, Rob, think of something to say. Gillamore. Now, Gillamore does have a pub, so if you're doing this walk, you should be able to get a top up there, be it a pint or water or whatever you fancy. But basically from then on, we're all right for stops for the next 10 miles or so. It's Gillamore, and it's Hutney Hall, and then a place. The name keeps eluding me. And then we get to Cropton, and then we get to Newton-upon-Rawcliffe, and then Leversham, and then after that, actually, you're on your own for quite a while. But that's not today's problem. That's Futura's problem. Sorry, I just keep getting distracted by this view, because it is spectacular. You can see it for friggin' miles. So that was quite a long stretch of just walking down that road, as you can probably guess by the mighty time lapse. Now we're heading into this valley, up the other side, and then we're at Gillamore. Have I got anything to say to you? I don't really know. It's warm. Feels warmer than 13 degrees, which is what I thought it was supposed to be. But then that might have been coastal heat, not slightly indoor weather heat. Indoor, inland, bloody hell. These flies, man, again on me. Jonathan Wick. Hiya. Hope you enjoy these videos. I've been putting a lot of time and effort into them, and I'm aiming to try and do one every 2 weeks, also known as fortnightly, which has been a lot of fun. If you don't know, I'm also an author, self-published. So if you find me and my whole thing interesting, then why don't you go and check out my books, because they're action thrillers written with some whimsy. Love a bit of whimsy in the action thrillers. Damned If You Do, that came out earlier this year. A James Stone thriller, that's my main character, James Stone. He's a British man who's on the run in America. I won't spoil any more than that, but yeah, if you are interested, they're on Amazon, or there's a link in the description anyway, that'll take you to my books, or you can go to robertclarkauthor.com and you'll be able to see a little bit more about my whole series. A little bit of a plug. But you know what, if you've got this far into this video, I'm hoping that my personality isn't rubbing you off so wrong that you're like, I can't stand it when he's talking, I just want to see the pretty scenery. And if you are, I'm sorry, you can ignore it. But I am trying to give my books a bit more of a push, because it would be lovely if all I had to do in this world was write books and go on long walks. If that was my job, that'd be a happy egg. Buy a book, support an independent author who is getting eaten by flies. Tell you what, the wild garlic in these little valleys is so strong. It's really making my mouth water. You can tell I'm getting hot because I've even let old Alpha Papa himself out to breathe. I am mafting. At least when you're down in these valleys it's quite cold, but even so, you're hiking up a friggin' hill at the same time. Just checked my phone and it says it's actually 18 degrees today, so that makes sense because I am slowly cooking. I've gone through the first of my 3 water bottles, so I think what I'm going to do when we get to civilization is go, please sir, can I have a top up of me water? Because otherwise I'm gonna get like Tiny Temper and Pulse Out. Is it Tiny Temper? You know that song? Do 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 do. Oh, why am I even bothering? My brain's starting to fry. You can tell because these videos start off coherent and slowly devolve into gibberish as I get more tired, more dehydrated, and slowly cook in the sun. I'll go into that pub and I'll say, excuse me, kind sir or lady, but could I perchance trouble you for a cup of iced tea? And then when they bring the iced tea over, I'll slap out of the hand and say, of course I meant water, you fool. It's full of my water bottle. Thank you kindly. Apologies for slapping a fine cup of iced tea out of your hand. So this is actually a good point to where you can start to see some of the Cleveland Hills and also these mighty Tabular Hills. So, oh bloody hell. Tell you what, I'll get the drone out in a minute and we'll be able to see it a bit clearly, but you can just see over there the way they just drop off quite suddenly. And then they do it again further along, but even greater on the Cleveland Hills. You can kind of, maybe you can't. You can kind of get a bit of an idea of how fierce these hills are. Can you see it now? I just love it, man, up here. It's just spectacular. Look at this for a nice quiet road as well. Magnifique. Magnifique. Hopefully it's coming across in the drone footage, just the grandeur of this place. I think there's something so spectacular about just how defined this area is. It's you know, it's different to the Yorkshire Dales, it's different to the Peak District, different to the Lake District, different to Scotland. North Yorkshire really has its own voice, and I think it comes across so well when you come places like this and just see it like just on display going, yeah, I am an incredibly beautiful place. Going to Helmsley Hole, which should be in about a mile and a half, I think. And then I'm gonna have a little stop, get an ice cream, top up my water, and then it's on to the other place that's name I keep forgetting. Is it Appleton-le Moor? It might be Appleton-le Moor. And then I think today we're gonna call this at Cropton. Home to one of the finest pubs in all the land. And then, yeah, we'll be back shortly for day number deuce. What I really love about this walk in this area is how it changes so dramatically. Like, it's not that long ago that we were just walking along the side of enormous fields, and now we're like on the cusp of the moors, and then soon we're going into a bit of a forest, back through some fields, back along some moors, more forest, and then the coast. It's just spectacular. But first, hut on le hole. that was Huttonley Hall. Had an amazing ice cream there. God, I'm glad I stopped. Vanilla with chocolate brownie bits put in it. I could eat it again. I got my water topped up, which is good. Yeah, if you've never been to Huttonley Hall, make sure you go. At the risk of sounding like the man who's on my chest at the moment, it has a cracking folk museum. Cracking folk museum. But we're not going to no folk museum, we're going to Crofton. 5 miles yonder, starting with a hill. You can just about see over yonder the peak of a spire, which I believe is the church in Appleton-le Moors. And I know it's Appleton-le Moors because I've just checked it on a map. So that's our next destination, and then from there it's just straight on to Crofton via a dip. But we have no dips, I don't think, between us and Appleton-le Moors. It's just we're back up in fields. We're back up in fields, Grommet. I did say that this was a quiet route, but to be honest, I'm quite surprised at just the... hang on, have you got smudge on? You did? I wonder how long you've been smudgy for. Hopefully not too long. Yeah, what was I saying? I've actually been quite surprised at how quiet it's been today. It's a glorious Saturday, but like even just down here, it's not that hard to get to. And there's no one. Not a one. There's just no escaping these fallen trees today, is there? At least this is just one. Here we go. Drop anything, did I? No. There's one sneaky ass bull, because I did not see it. I didn't know my life would impedal. Just how calm and quiet it is up here really makes me feel like I should be listening to some sort of like easy guitar, like folk song. Oh, the road goes ever on, and I'll walk it with my friend John. Although I've not met a John that I've befriended yet, but life is short and there's still time yet. But with a nice little easy guitar over it. We are within spitting distance now of Appleton-le Moors, if you are a world-class long-distance spitter. And then we've got a bit of a hike down into a valley, which I'm a bit nervous about because the last time I did it, there was quite a lot of cows all like congregating around the gate. But the alternative is walk along the road for ages and then up a really steep hill, and I really can't be bothered with that. There's one fancy wall. There's the spire we've been seeing for the last hour, which means we're in Appleton-le Moors. But as usual, we are not going into Appleton-le Moors, which means we're saying farewell to a delightful pub. Yeah, if you do find yourself in Appleton-le Moors or the area, make sure you get to that pub that's in Aptonley Moors, because there are good pubs, there are great pubs, and then there's that. It's just got a really, really lovely atmosphere in it. Everyone's really friendly, it's got an amazing beer garden, and yeah, I'm gutted I'm not going there right now, but time waits for no YouTuber. Basically all we have to do now is get over there, by hook or by crook. When we were getting to Helmsley Hall, there was a bit of cloud coverage and there was quite a nice breeze, and I thought, oh actually I'm feeling alright now, because that heat has been kicking my ass today. And having that ice cream certainly helped, and filling up my water bottle. But then just that section from Helmsley Hall to Aptonley Moors, there's basically no coverage, the wind really died down, all the clouds went, and I'm proper wiped out from it now. So I'm really glad that Cropton is literally just up that hill. I have to get up the hill, but a hill's a hill. I can do that. But just, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to the pub, putting my feet up, getting told not to put my feet up in the pub, going, sorry, getting a pint, putting the pint away, and then just loving life. Hope you've enjoyed the journey so far. I think it's spectacular, as I've probably said many times so far. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, drop a subscribe, hit the old like button, tell me what you think in comments, share it around with your friends, share it with your enemies, because it will freak them out if you start sending them videos where at the end of it the guy says, share this with your enemy, and then they'll be like, am I being told that this guy's my enemy? You'll freak them out, that's what I'm saying. Share it with strangers, share it with colleagues, go on first dates and make them watch this. Knock on random people's doors and tell them to watch it. Just do everything to share it. You know, that'd be nice. I'm tired and the heat is making my brain turn to scrambled eggs. Chopped salad and scrambled eggs. I hear the blues are calling. Bloody said it, didn't I? There's really not another option at this point. Don't like walking through fields with cows. The bull in there as well. Here's the plan. There's a bull on the other side of there, just chilling in the sun. I'm going to go over there quietly and mush that way as fast as possible. And you're going to come with me. Worst comes to worst, I can jump over that. And be mauled by flies. Don't. Okay. I think we survived that. Oh god, my head. This is lovely and cool. After me hooning it up that hill to escape the cows and the bull. Admittedly, they were all very chill. I think this kind of heat, very unlikely that they were going to attack unless they felt threatened, but you never know. I do feel like realistically farmers shouldn't be able to just put cows and that in a field that's also a public right of way. Like, you should at least gate a little bit off, like around the side, to make for a path, because this route is not accessible. It's tough. It's got cows and bulls in it. It's kicking my ass, but it is still great. Right then, well, we are moments away from Cropton, which means the pub is calling. So I'll say thank you so much for watching this part. I'll be back where we finish the Tabular Hills Walk. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, do please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments, and yeah, I will see you in a couple of weeks. Toodaloo.